So hello and welcome to TASC, but what is welcome to TASC? That's the big question of the day. My name's Matthew Dudley and I'm the co-founder of the Sports News Blitz, and sat alongside me is the chairman of TASC, it's Mr. Kieran Simpson. Thank you very much for joining us. Today what we'll be doing is talking through welcome to TASC, explaining to you what the project is, what's going to happen, how it will benefit both of us mutually, both my company and both Trinity Football Club. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So from your side of things, how are we going to help the Trinity Football Club, do you think?
I think obviously we get more exposure. The professionalism of the club sort of goes up a notch. And I just quite like the idea of having that sort of behind the scenes footage of university football. I feel like it's not something you've ever really seen. You don't really get to see. And I just think it's quite a nice project. And I think it's something the lads are really enjoy being part of. And again, I think that being part of something, being part of a project, it's something they'll remember, well into the later years. But yeah.
Yeah, that's quite an interesting thing, really, because you think this is all going to go on YouTube. It's going to be very available for everyone to watch. When we're 20 years down the line and we're like, oh, kid, I used to play university football. I was unreal. I was the Thierry Henry of my school. You can then be like, look, we had media managers. Yeah. We had videos, we had interviews, we had people coming to the games to watch us, and it was like that's such an exciting project to be a part of. And Sports News Blitz is a TASC sponsor for the whole of Trinity Football Club. However, the main focus will be the team me and you both play for, which is the Trinity Third team, alongside Adam Nash as well, who's going to be helping out with the project, doing all. You'll see some bits on TikTok, and that'll all come from Adam. So it's one of them where we follow our team. It's like a Welcome to Wrexham style thing. Well, it is a Welcome to Wrexham style thing. We've kind of copied the basis of it. However, we've changed it to make it all right. We've got a beautiful tagline in relegation to redemption, because last season, myself and Kieran, our team, the Thirds, we decided to have a bit of a mess around and we got relegated. Shock. So this season, we've built up a nice team. Good lads, good players, funny lads, and it's our redemption year. This, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, and just more on the redemption arc, I suppose. Last week we had our game against the Fourths, and some of the football we're playing, considering these lads, it's the first time a lot of them have played together. It's maybe about 50% a new team, would you say? There's a nice mix. Yeah, there's a couple of lads from last year, and we've also got in some new lads and really improved on the quality. And it was just some of the football we were playing. It was I was on in the corner, and I was just like. I was like a kid at Christmas. I was in the corner, just like, oh, I couldn't believe it. It was banged down, one touch goal. It was. I don't want to say like a prime Barcelona, but there's no footage of it yet, so I can say what I want, I suppose. But I suppose just going back to that bit about it being on YouTube, I can't get away with telling everyone I'm unbelievable, because then you can just go watch the clips. Whereas when I brag about my under-16 golden boot and everything, I can get away with that because there's no evidence of me actually playing football. But yeah, I suppose just back to the Thirds, it's exciting. The football's exciting. So far, it's looking good. And obviously, you was down at training last night. I wasn't there. Do you want to maybe tell a bit more about how training went, I suppose?
Yeah, of course. Well, to start with, you under-16 thing, nobody believes you, by the way.
I've got proof. I've got.
Of course you do. Got the trophy.
I'll bring it next time.
But yeah, so we had a first training session together yesterday. Kieran couldn't make it because he had more important things to do. Staff party. But we had Corey take the session. Does he coach for Bradford Women's?
I don't know if he still does, but he definitely coached Bradford Women's.
Yeah, coached Bradford Women's. So he came to us and he was brilliant. We had some genuinely. This is the first time we've spoken about this actually, but yeah, the drills that we were doing were really exciting, and we were constantly moving. It was so different to last year, and he had a real set plan about what we were doing, why we were doing it, explained it properly. It was really that was incredibly professional.
I'm glad to hear that as well, because obviously when I found out I couldn't take the session, I told me and Corey, we had a call and we spoke for about 5 or 10 minutes on what we wanted to do and what I wanted out of the players, and also what he was thinking. And obviously, it's our first training session, so fitness was a big issue and big on the agenda, we'll say. And then also we wanted to focus on sort of starting to edge in our identity and how we want to play. So it's nice to know that he's done what I say in that sense, rather than oh yeah, we'll do that, and then he's just dicked around or something. So I think it's good. Hearing that, I suppose. Oh, yeah, sorry, I'll let you go.
No, it's fine. Really good session. I think it kind of proves that we're moving as a club to a more professional stance on the pitch with Corey's sessions, for example, with the training shirts, which we're going to get next week. Sports News Blitz branded, and obviously this whole media circus that we're creating around the club it just adds a full new element to it, which I think, I mean, personally, I'm loving it because, well, the reason that this all started is because it's a university project of mine. I'm a journalism student, so I need to do something media related. I'm working alongside the Sports News Blitz and SIP Media Solutions, who powers it, to make Welcome to TASC. It's my project, which Adam Nash will also be working on with me. We kind of run the whole thing, and it's working obviously in partnership with you, so this helps my university project. But in a long-term thinking, what we'd like to do is, this is something that if we can prove that this is good and people enjoy it, people watch it, and it's like it's a positive impact on the students who play football, and I think it will be already. I think it has been. It's something that when we can market that, and we can go, we can make this for you, 100%. We can do this for you, and that's what we want. That's what kind of we get out of this is the content, is the unprecedented access, which we'd get anyway because me and Adam are in the same team. But it's bits like this, which is a privilege to do it in such a fantastic facility, which thanks to Leeds Trinity we're able to do in such a fantastic facility, and we've got brilliant graphics. If I do say so myself. Not bad. It's such an exciting project that I'm so happy that we've got off the ground, because this was just this was something I said to Simon in Hyde Park Book Club, and said, I'd love to do like a Welcome to Wrexham thing, but with Trinity, and it was like, do it then, and pushed us to do it, and that's when I kind of got in touch with you and was like, could we?
Well, I think the way it started, wasn't it, was I think it was round at yours having a couple of drinks, and I was obviously, it was early days into me being chairman, so I was thinking, how can we get sponsors? And my thing is, I don't just want to go out and get sponsors and just sort of give me £200 and we'll share an Instagram post. I really want to benefit the companies that I work with, and obviously you're one of my very close friends, so it was, how can I help you as much as I can? And I think we were sat around in your living room, weren't we, having a chat, and it was like, why don't we see if we can do that? And then obviously you got in touch with Simon, and now here we are. Well,
No, it is. It's really exciting. It's such an interesting little journey, I suppose, because it literally started, like we've just said, from us having a couple of drinks in my living room and going, I could probably get a hand with this, to then getting the backing of the co-founder Simon Wilkes, who gave me this hoodie, which is very nice. Getting the backing of him and his support on it, which is massive, and then the university's support as well for us to do this in terms of being my uni project, because it means I can commit a lot of my time to this, which is really exciting. It's taken a lot of different things to fall into place for this to happen, but we haven't really hit any, I don't think we've hit any bumps in the road, really. No. It's been smooth sailing from the start, which, touch wood, will carry on.
Absolutely.
And I don't see why it wouldn't. We've got big ideas, big plans, which hopefully you'll all see soon. Big ideas, big plans. And we've got the resources here at Trinity to do that. We've got the manpower behind the camera to do that. We've got people with incredible skills to do that. And there's no reason why we shouldn't. And 100%. It's the thing. I'm so genuinely excited. This is mental.
Yeah, I think it's crazy how we have gone from, sitting in your living room thinking, you're starting this company, Matt, how can we, give you exposure was one thing, because obviously we've got, I think, near 1,000 followers on the Trinity account, and it's quite a focused amount of following, so we can really advertise you to individuals, like in the Facebook group we've got, where there's 100 people, and you can sit down and tell every single lad, go and follow that Instagram account, go and watch that podcast, even if you put it on while you sleep or something. And we've gone from, how can we do it, and now we're sat here in this, as you say, really good studio, awesome graphic behind us, and where's the end, where's the next step, I suppose?
Well, that's the thing, where is the next step? So in terms of the content which is going to come from Welcome to TASC, it's not going to be a record full 90 minutes of football and give you clips of it. We'll record bits of the match if someone gets a penalty, free kick, that sort of thing, nice attacking move. We'll try and record as much as we can. But obviously that's difficult considering me and Adam are both going to be on the pitch anyway.
Majority of the time.
Hopefully. But we'll try and get clips from that. But it's more the behind the scenes, what goes into it, into the training sessions, what goes into your meetings with Corey, into the meetings with me and Cole and Aaron, what goes into the coach on the way there, the fun that we have. It's the camaraderie in that sense. It's the university football experience that we're trying to encapsulate here.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think it's just what makes university football different and so unique. Like, obviously you'll see on Wednesday, hopefully, when we're on the back and we're all singing karaoke and, you know, we're a couple of beers deep, and it's like, you don't really get that anywhere else. Obviously, like, even Sunday League, like, I've played, Sunday League's like, adult level, open age, and it's completely different. Like, even the standard of football, obviously, we're Leeds Trinity and we got relegated last year. We're not a renowned football institution, but still some of the football we can play is really good. And, you know, the sessions, like you say, that Corey puts on, there's a really professional side that goes into it. And, like, I suppose coming on to more of a committee side for myself, the amount of work you've got to put into, like, because essentially we're a self-funded club. We don't get a lot of money. It comes from sponsorships and memberships, and I've got to go out with me and my 6 or 7 lads on the committee and go, right, let's go into these businesses and let's see what we can do. So I think it's just that unique opportunity to showcase a really niche sort of product, I suppose. But
yeah, and I think that's what makes us niche, is the fact that we aren't a massive university anyway. We're not renowned for our football, or if I'm honest, not really renowned for sport in general in terms of playing it anyway. What we are, which is what makes us, I think, different and entertaining, is we're a group of mates. Because because the bulk of our team played together last year. We all do get along. We all do go out for drinks together outside of football, and that's lovely. We're a group of lads who aren't that good at football, playing football together, trying to do our very best. And I think that's kind of what this whole thing is, really. It's a group of 16 to 20 lads who are all mates, who all get on really well, playing football to not a very high standard, and just having fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I have to agree, and I think that's what makes it more special, is when we do end up getting a win, and hopefully we'll get a couple of them this season, but everything is made so much more special. We score a goal and it's like, we've just scored, like, what on earth? We string 3 passes together, it's like, we're the next Barcelona. And I think the fact that we are, quite frankly, not the greatest football team in the world, we're in the 6th tier of the Northern Division, like, it's nothing fantastic, and I think that's what makes it so much more fun to be part of and unique, is the sense of we're not going to be going out and battering teams 7-0 every week. We might get battered ourselves, and it's just that reaction, and you'll see us get beat 3-0 maybe one week. Hopefully not, but if that does happen, and then we're on the coach still having a laugh and having a dick around, and I think that's what makes it. That's what makes TASC really, I suppose, is
That's what makes TASC.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. And I think we've kind of covered our bases there.
Yeah.
We've covered, what we're going to do, what you're going to do, how it helps each other, and what, if you like this, what you're going to continue to see.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's what makes TASC. And welcome to TASC.